View from a balcony, pulling the blue lawn chairs next to the ice chest. Stuffed 2 grams in the blunt that we just blew. Now I'm getting blown by a bitch who I don't know her name. Gold chain hanging, got a few in the room, but I don't wear them out. Only wear them in the house, cause I shine so bright that I wanna blind you.
A blond boy was walking through a distant forest. Dim sunlight filtered through a tide of endless tree above, softly moving with a light whisper of morning breeze. He had been walking for quite some time now. His feet were aching, but he ignored it. The feeling he was deep in thought, like always. Suddenly, his stomach was starting to growl as the blond boy was starting to decide to take a break. He sat down on the dead grass and got himself something to eat. The sun was shining brightly and in the sky. No matter what, how beautiful the day is might be, the blond boy named Naruto Sumaki never smiles. But no matter how beautiful this day might be, a blond boy named Naruto Sumaki never smiles. Very peaceful day in the forest, but what should I expect? Nothing happens here since it's dead forest. A huge fire had been killed most of the nature here, and no one bothered to look here ever again after that. Well, except for me, most of the plants that were destroyed were back, and it's a place where I can come to my senses. Suddenly I saw Kunai come, and yet I immediately jumped to my feet and caught the weapon. I saw very confused since I thought that I was the only person who comes here. But then I remember that this could be an attack from an enemy. But that wasn't the case. A raven-haired guy ran towards me and saw my confused face. "Can I get that back?" he asked, dryly, not bothering to ask me if I was okay, which I, for the record, was. "What are you doing here?" I asked him with a glare, ignoring his question. It seems like he was ignoring my glare. "Training, what else? Now give it back." He ignored, and I sighed, not even giving the energy or other arguments. I rolled my eyes and threw the kunai at him. He caught it with ease and slowly walked back to the entrance of the forest. "You're welcome," I muttered and rolled my eyes and sat back down on the grass. Continuing to eat my food, I softly cursed under my breath, thinking about that stupid guy. I then saw Pink coming towards me with a frown. "So you're the one who stole Sasuke kunai?" she asked. I decided to ignore her, but she never left me. She began to complain about how she's going to become his future wife. I was rude to him and other things I didn't really listen to. I sighed. Can I never be alone without people bothering me? My day was ruined by those two. They were annoying, but in their own way. The girl was taken back as she finally left me alone. I think she was that guy's fangirl or something. After a while, I stood up. I was done eating and put up my hands in my pockets. I then walked out of the forest. "Hey kid, you should clean it up before people might know you've been here," said the voice. Yeah, I know, Kurama, but I don't give a damn about this world," I answered him. "Besides, it's not like anyone would come here except for those two weirdos." Kurama sighed and decided to stay silent. He started thinking. Ever since the old guy got killed, Naruto turned his back to everyone. He never wanted someone to be near him. All he does was avoid them. Conversation, and it did work. Almost everyone in the village neglected him, and the boy neglected them back. Naruto walked through the streets of the Konoha back to his home. Tomorrow is the day that I'm turning 16, and that means the old man died 9 years ago. Leaving everything behind, the blonde said to Kurma in a sad yet an angry tone. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and that's your turn your back on everyone. You started to ignore them when everybody started to like you. You're always so gloomy. The QB replied while rolling his eyes. No, I'm not. Now, be quiet, please, he asked and sighed. Not much later, Naruto saw a boy who looked very familiar. He had fangirls all around him, and when he took a look, he saw the Raven guy. He was clearly annoyed by the blonde. He clearly annoyed. The blonde smirked. Naruto looked around and saw a wall in the shadows. He walked over there and leaned against it. Enjoy the leaned against the shadow. Walked over there. Enjoy the show. So annoying. I started to glare at the girls from the circle around me. A girl with the pink hair stepped forward. She had hand on her hip. No one would. Something might happen to you, she replied with a concerned tone, and all the girls agreed. Guess they forgot I'm in Uchiha. I saw the blonde boy, I think his name was Naruto, with watching me struggle with all these annoying fangirls. It seems like he was very amused. Hey, isn't that the boy from earlier? I muttered to myself. All the girls immediately heard me. They looked at his direction. Naruto's eyes widened and quickly turned away. He didn't like it at all. So many eyes looked at him. I shoved all the girls out on my way and walked to the blonde with a blank face. The girls didn't do anything for once. What are you doing here? I asked in an angry tone. I would hope for nothing. I was just going home, but then I saw you and those girls. It was very amusing seeing you struggle, he answered with a shrug and then walked to his house. He's so weird, the pignet said after the blonde was out of her sight. Yeah, he never was good with people. He always alone, and when someone talks to him, he just walks away, a blonde girl said with a frown. Just like he did now, a different fangirl said and pouted. A girl with a long blue hair passed by but stopped. A different fangirl snickered at her remark. She then glared at two of completely who ignored her completely. Be with him, be, she said sneeringly. Normally she was very shy, but when someone made fun or something like that of Naruto, she very angry and all of her shyness seems to be gone. The pink net and the blonde Sakura and Ino looked at her and scoffed. Later, two girls that were snickering at Naruto looked as well. They had baby blue and black hair. Why would we? They asked in sync. You may not like him, but for what reaction?